Okay, here's this Freemason game that I'm being played in. And for the last 4 years, I've been put under intense physical suffering, mental suffering from neurophone hypnosis. And it's probably one of the worst things somebody can do to a person, but these are some of the disgusting, true Freemason secrets that not many people live to talk about. Long story short, monarchy's involved. This is what it is. And in every bill of the Canadian series, from the 5 on to the 100, there's hidden images that nobody really knows about. The occults, the Freemasons running the world, printing the money, actually hide very well symbolism in it. They consider themselves a demonic sect, occult, that worships Satan, demonism. That represents the moon, the maple leaf there. They would think it's just something for that little circle. There's actually the moon. When the Canadian maple leaf is put in there from a coin, it activates these maple leaves that surround the hologram. They change color. As you can see, I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on down, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then even the ones on this side. All of these were the light shade of green until I started using coinage to different types of commemorative coinage. When you put the maple leaf up to the coinage, it actually will activate something in the bill, and it changes these polymer bills to activate and change color with these maple leaves. I don't know exactly what it means, but I've been told to do this, and all it's resulted in is horrible suffering for me. So I've always been tricked into doing it by a Freemason that lives out in Langley. He's one of the worshipful masters that lives at a 7356 202 A Street, Langley, BC. Long story short, he told me, he goes, I am Canada, he says to me. And this is when he showed me to point out the Rockman demon, the Easter Island Rockheads, Masons, as in the square rockhead. If you can look here, you can see I've traced it out on one bill, but you can see the sunglasses. The mouth, when you turn it around, is actually the eyeball of the Queen. And because the Queen is actually Freemason lineage, she goes way back, and she's probably one of the worst offenders of all. If you go on YouTube and stuff like that, you can look up the disgusting history of it. But you can see the bibs that the Masons wear, the symbolism that they've done, and the kilt, the Scottish kilt that comes down. A lot of them are Anglo-Saxon. They'll have a kilt or some type of suit or whatever, but this is what they do. The hand represents the maple leaf on the flag, the demonic. It's a demonic game. You can see the white flag at the top of the tower, the twin tower, if you will. I'm not going to get into that one though. But that flag meaning the demon's hand, the moon representing night, darkness, and the dark and the so-called root of all evil that hides in the money. And I could go deeper, but I don't want to bother. I put on enough YouTube videos that have caused me to basically kiss my family goodbye, because I know I'm not going to make it through this. I've let out way too many Freemason secrets, and there's consequences to that, I found out. But nonetheless, I'm getting this out before I'm gone. And you can see, when you hold it up to the light, the demonic hands, kind of like King Kong in the towers of the city. And when the day he showed me this, he said, I am Canada. And so I quoted him, and I actually wrote it up there on the bill. So I've traced it out there for you. If you guys want to look at the $50 bill, you'll see the portal and the country of Canada traced out in the background. Well, that portal has scales on it, plus demonic symbolism that you're going to look at, and you're going to think, what the hell does that mean? It's not going to make any sense. You'll see the triangles. The triangles. Well, what other triangles are in there? Well, the Freemasons have a triangle in their symbolism. Figure it out. It's all mind fuckery. And what it is it just expands the mind over time, but in not a very beneficial way. And they've mastered this over the last 500 years. So they know stuff we don't, folks. And this is the reality of it. And they've kept it a secret for a reason. But anyway, they've kind of made a game out of it, and they pick undesirables in society to exercise this demonic game on. because they still have the audacity to consider themselves decent people when they're not. Because if you are, you don't need skeletons and secrets in your closet. And if you look here, you can actually see it very clearly. Okay, the pearl necklace of the queen will represent the formal kind of accessories, merce, if you will, because they are men after all, and some of them wear kilts when they wear these the Scottish formal wear. But if you ever seen the Masons bib, I call it, that they wear around their waist, it's got different types of symbolism on it. It's almost usually white and gold, but each one of them will have different symbolisms pertaining to some different type of spiritual experience they've had as a result. If you look at, this is just a really, really vague sketch of some of the hidden stuff in there. Now, if you look closely at the towers, you can actually see the woman at the top is actually being pushed off as a sacrifice, shirtless, breasts exposed, by an Anunnaki that out heights her by about 4 feet. It's almost sensual in the way that she's caressing this guy before he kills her. Kind of disturbing, but nonetheless, it's what is depicted there for a reason. I didn't print the money, and I didn't make it up. I've been told this. But it's disturbing nonetheless. Yeah, I mean, nobody ever questions, for a reason, what the hell all these things are on the money and what they mean. And if you have the balls to start digging in and questioning it, you will find out exactly what it fucking means and regret that you ever did. Okay? Every bill has hidden stuff in it. I'm just getting this out to want a final FU to these bastards for doing this to me. But I've had enough. There's one of the biggest demons right there. In perfect human disguise. She's a shifty one. Anyway, enough of this nonsense, as it were. But just remember, not many people live investigating Freemasonry. Okay? Bye.